Hello, my gorgeous friends. Happy Monday. Happy all the things. Today's Nutrition Bootcamp call is not going to be long, but it is very much what I needed to hear. And so I'm like, y'all are my people, so I bet y'all need to hear it too. So long story short, I am someone who struggles to sit still. I struggle to sit still. I literally need to tell myself at some points in my day, like, it's all right to sit down and grab a blanket and snuggle with your child or your children and watch a movie on the couch with your husband for a little bit, right? Or what it's very hard for me to not bring something productive to do at the same time. And yes, it is very hard for me to do that. So last week, you probably noticed, I wasn't here. My fabulous friend Stephanie did the call for me. And she is a champion. And I loved seeing how many of your beautiful faces were on here and all the things. And it was like killing me inside to not be on here. Because I really, really, really want to be consistent for you guys. And there's like this fine line between being consistent for you guys and then actually creating the life that I want to live, right? And I was at the beach with my family. I'm allowed to take a break from the Nutrition Bootcamp call once so that I can play at the beach with my family, right? But seriously, it was so hard for me. And then I had this light bulb aha moment. Oh my gosh, you don't have to cancel. You don't have to quit on the people who love you and who like these calls. Just ask someone else. Ask someone you love. Ask someone you trust. Ask Stephanie. Okay, great. So I did, and she did it. And I didn't die, and you didn't die, and we're all here, and no one has told me they hated me in the last week, so I'm hoping everybody is still my friends. And I just want to give you permission today, my friends, and every day of your life to play, to rest, all those things, okay? There is, I can't even tell you how many times I've referenced this book on this call, The Gifts of Imperfection. It's probably one of my top 5 all-time ever, if not my favorite book, period, ever. Because it's a very easy read, and I feel like this book needs to be, what's the right word? You know how when you get a new job and you have to read something like a requirement, maybe that's just what I'm looking for life. For life. Because it talks all about, the whole book is about how to be a person who lives and loves with their whole heart. And hopefully you can hear me over this fabulous noise. It's fine, you're fine. But who lives and loves with their whole heart. And there's guideposts that she shares, and she being Brene Brown. If you haven't heard of her, oh my gosh, she's just, she's essentially, she calls herself a shame researcher. And she's like, I almost hesitate to call myself that because people automatically turn me off and shame. I don't want to talk about shame, but we all feel it. We all feel shame. And my brain is struggling for words. Tagline for the book is let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are. Your guide to a wholehearted life. And there's an entire guidepost on cultivating play and rest. And I love what she says underneath. It's just another little tagline. It says, letting go of exhaustion as a status symbol and productivity as self-worth. And I know, my friends, that I totally am one of those people who exhaustion means, I'm doing great things, I'm slaying, whatever, and productivity is a reflection of how worthy I am as a person. And in this book, I can't remember where exactly it is, but there's a part And I made it one of my affirmations, where she says, I begin each day. No. That's a different affirmation. Now my brain is not working. I'm going to look it up real quick. It's really good, and I don't want to mess it up. That's why I'm taking the time to look for it. I'm going to pull my hand in. Okay. Now, because I engage in my life from a place of worthiness, I have the courage, compassion, and connection to wake up in the morning and think, no matter what gets done and how much is left undone, I am enough. Because I go to bed at night thinking, yes, I am imperfect and vulnerable and sometimes afraid, but that doesn't change the truth that I am also great and worthy of love and belonging. I live a wholehearted life. Okay, and that's like the whole premise of the book. No matter what gets done and how much is left undone, I am enough. And I go to bed thinking, yes, I am imperfect and vulnerable and sometimes afraid, but that doesn't change the truth that I am also brave and worthy of love and belonging. And so good. So good. So my older sister, Ashley, who is also a coach, she did a live video for coaches last week. And I watched it and just wasn't expecting for it to like blow my brain up, and it totally did. And she talked about a planner that she has, and I am a total sucker for new planners and notebooks and journals and all the things. And she has been using this planner for over a year, and she really loves it. And she talked about how she had a really bad week last week. And she couldn't quite figure out why, but she sat down to look at her planner and recognized, okay, now I know why. Because in this planner, it has you set a goal for every area of your life that's important to you. And it's not just a business planner, it's not just a mom planner, it's not just a health planner, it's everything. It's, okay, what are you gonna do in your relationship this week? What are you gonna do with your children this week? What are you gonna do for your health this week? What are you going to do for yourself this week? What are you going to do for your own personal growth, your future you this week? And it has you set a goal for each of these areas every single week. And I was like, okay, I need that in my life. I totally need that in my life. Because I am very much one of those people who I like go all in on one area and then everything else falls, and I'm like frazzled and I don't understand what's happening with my life. And I've heard it said from multiple people that I love and admire, but balance is not a thing. It's harmony, right? And if you think about like a choir or musical orchestra, those things, it's harmony that makes it so beautiful. And sometimes it's the sopranos that are the most, that stand out the most and have the loudest or the biggest part. Sometimes it's the altos, sometimes it's the basses, sometimes it's the tenors, sometimes it's whatever, but it's the whole blend of everybody together that makes it just so beautiful. And so when we are striving for balance in our lives, like we just have this unhealthy picture of what that looks like. And balance means every single thing is going perfectly, equally well, and nothing is ever falling ever, right? And that's just not real life. That's just not. I mean, unless you're a unicorn. I don't know about you, but that is not real life for me. And so I am striving to live a harmonious life versus a balanced life. And some days that means, you know what? My kid's sick. And today, my loudest part is my child. And you know what? All the other things are going to still be there. They're just going to be quieter today. And I'm going to make time for them in the other pockets of my life. Okay, today, all my kids are happy and fine. They're playing together very nicely. So I'm going to make today a day to really help my people and move my business forward. Okay, today is a day that I have 0 groceries. My laundry is incredibly behind. My house feels so dirty. Okay, I'm going to give my house some TLC, and I'm going to be a good housewife, right? Whatever. And all these things, like letting one take priority over another and letting the others still be there, still be a part of your life, but striving to live in harmony versus striving for balance, and giving yourself the grace to let things fall sometimes. And you're human, and it's all right. Yeah. And like that quote, that affirmation that I said, whatever is left undone, you're still enough. There's a quote, and I'm sure I've read this before on here, but I just always need to be reminded of it. So I'm going to read it again, just in case you've never heard it before. You are making funny noises. Okay. 5 steps to getting it all done. 1, admit that you can't possibly get it all done. 2, give yourself the grace to accept that as reality, not failure. 3, do the things you can do with your full attention. 4, celebrate what happens during step 3 instead of obsessing over the things you didn't get to. 5, repeat as necessary. I love that. And the very first step to getting it all done is, you know what, you can't. So just do what you can and do it with your full attention and your presence. Oh my goodness, you are a reacher today. Okay, last thing I really wanted to emphasize before I close this one out. Like I said, it's going to be a short one, but I feel like it's important. My sister said on her live video last week that she tried to do one thing for fun. And I think it's very, I don't know about you guys, but when I think of like hobbies and whatever, I have to have something grand and fabulous as my hobby. I need to be on a dance studio as a mom. I need to teach live fitness. I need to sew fabulous, immaculate things. I need to knit or crochet or embroider, or I need to teach on the side, or I need to play soccer or play softball and be in a league and win championships and like have these fabulous, immaculate hobbies that I'm just awesome at. And you know what? I don't have that. I don't have that right now. And I was like, I mean, I know I have things that bring me joy. I know I do things for fun. And it was really like, okay, well, Brendan, what do you do for fun? And my answer was always like, you know what? I work out. Like, as stupid as that sounds, like, I really do like to work out. And I play with my kids because I really do enjoy children. And right now, those are my hobbies. And I was like ashamed of that and guilty of that. I felt guilty for having those be my hobbies right now. And she said in her like call, my video, that the thing that she wrote down to do for fun every day was to get ready and listen to her favorite country playlist. And I was like, it can be that simple. Like that can be what I do for fun. I can get ready and I can call that fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then all of a sudden, getting ready, after I heard her say that, getting ready turned into, instead of a chore, because I don't know about you, maybe I'm just this weird mom who has guilt over everything, but I like totally felt guilty getting ready, because this is time that I could be doing mom stuff, life stuff, cleaning the house, playing with my children, working on my business, making my bed, folding the laundry, doing the dishes, XYZ, whatever. Like, no, you don't need to get ready. You can rock the mom bun for the next, 17 years until your youngest is in high school and whatever. It's just your life. And when she said, like, no, you can get ready and you can call that fun and you can call that self-care. And it automatically, I don't know why I felt like I needed permission to get ready, but just in case you're like me and you need permission to get ready, here you go. This is Bryn giving you permission to get ready as a form of self-care and as something to do for fun for you. And I encourage you, if you have music that you never get to listen to anymore because you're constantly listening to Baby Shark or the Zombies soundtrack or whatever life looks like for you right now, I encourage you to take that time to get ready and listen to your favorite songs. If you are someone who likes to listen to audiobooks, whether it's personal development audiobooks or fiction books or whatever, like you do you, girlfriend, and you listen to whatever it is that fills your soul and lights you up. But I really needed to hear that. I know I take the mornings for myself as part of a Miracle Morning. I have for years, 2.5 years, maybe 3 now. I don't even know anymore. I think it's a little over 3 years that I've been doing a Miracle Morning. And that, I thought that was my time. Like, this is my me time. This is what I'm doing for me. And so I'm not allowed to take any other time for me. Everything else needs to be dedicated to, pick you up so I can pick her up. Everything else in my life needs to be dedicated to something productive. So getting ready, I'm showering. Like, guys, that's so gross to admit, but it's just real. It's real life for me. Like, I just felt guilty about taking a shower. You guys, I'm doing 75 hard and working out twice for 45 minutes. Like, girlfriend needs to shower, okay? Like, but I was just feeling guilty about it. So I just want to give you permission to play. And whatever that looks like for you. If that does mean you're on some sort of dance team or softball or whatever league, like you rock that. If you want to sew, okay, do it. If you want to get ready, all right, perfect. If you want to learn a skill, do it, my friend. And make sure you're making time for you to play. Yes, you're working on your goals, your dreams, your finances, your relationships, your future self, your health, all the things. The list is endless, right? But also make sure you're doing things for fun to fill your cup. And I'm gonna stop this recording before she starts freaking out even more. But hopefully that was helpful for you. I don't see anything in the chat. But I know I just needed permission to have fun. So I hope I can remember that, because I feel like this is one of those lessons that I constantly have to relearn. So I love you. I believe in you. I adore you. If you're on live, stay on live and we'll chat for a little bit, assuming this loneliness will let me. But if you're on the recording, thank you for making time to watch it. I hope it was worth your time. And